In today's video, let's see how we can paint from life. Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I create videos on my art and I tell you my tips and tricks as a professional artist. If that's something you're interested in, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. In many of my previous videos, I've always mentioned before I start any piece of artwork, I always take my time to reference images that are related to the kind of work I'm doing. According to me, one of the best references you can take is from life. To learn this, let's learn from two people. One, professional photographers, and two, the old masters of oil painting. Specifically, John Singer Sargent and Claude Monet. They are two of the greatest painters in history. One of them is an incredible portrait painter, and the other one, well, he kind of sort of founded the Impressionism movement. So everybody has a camera in their pocket, and we've been clouding up social media with tons of images that we take in our daily lives and our travels. But what makes a photograph taken by a professional so good? Any person who's just a tourist and not a photographer, they usually take photos like this. They stand up straight, they keep the camera at their eye level, and they take their picture that is right in front of them. Taking images like these gives you the perspective of what you see. Since you are so used to seeing at this angle, which is your eye level, it doesn't seem interesting to humans, since that's the angle that you see on a daily basis and every minute of your waking hour. Now these are images by photographers trying to capture the moment at the scene. If you look at these images, you can notice that they go to great lengths to understand the composition and they try to capture the angle that looks interesting. That's what makes a professional's photograph look so interesting. It's simply because they don't try to capture what we already see. They try to bring interest and intrigue by approaching the photograph through a different angle. That is why photographs like aerial view shots, worm's eye shots, and even drone shots look so interesting. It is simply because we are not used to seeing such footage or such photographs, and we get the chance to see them. It's fascinating and interesting. So that's one of the main tricks photographers use to bring interest in their photographs. It is simply trying and understanding the composition and try to get the best angle of an image. So you can say a photographer can crouch in that position to take a shot. All he has to do is just spend 15-20 seconds to click the image. But for you and I to draw such an image, we need to spend hours together. Well, for this is why examples from the old masters is so useful for us. Let's take a look at this image. This is a painting by John Singer Sargent where he paints Claude Monet painting. If you can see this image, Claude Monet is painting this painting and John Singer Sargent is just trying to capture the moment. It's almost like he's trying to photograph Claude Monet painting. Now what we can learn from this image, look how Claude Monet is trying to capture the landscape. He has a seat with him, he has a setup, and he's sitting down. That is one of the simplest techniques that you can use to create interest in your image. All you have to do is just get a chair, sit down, and there you go. You have a different angle from which you normally see. And what the old masters of oil painting has proved is this method works. If you get a chance to see painters painting live from just watching what's in front of them, which is called plein painting, just try to understand what their perspective is, position is, and just try to learn from their output. So for this piece, I did exactly what Claude Monet did. I just pulled up a chair, sat down, and started drawing what was in front of me. And yes, I did set up a tent in my backyard. Since I'm not able to go anywhere right now, I was pretty bored and I did something, so please don't judge me. Anyway, learning from Claude Monet, I came up with this drawing, and I followed my usual digital painting process to turn what was in front of me to this. If you'd like to check out my digital painting process or my inking video or how I create a comic, I'll leave a link of those videos up above or in the link in the description. So the next time you're trying to paint what's in front of you, just try to find a comfortable position, find an interesting angle, and just try replicating what's in front of you. You'll learn a lot from doing this. You'll learn how perspective works, how light and shadow works, of all the fundamentals and techniques that you need to learn. You can learn from what's right in front of you. I'll be posting this image on Instagram. If you'd like to zoom in and inspect, be my guest. I'd love your feedback on the comments. I hope you learned something from this video. And as always, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.